This is T.O.L.D from LA, and you're listening to We Found New Music with Grant Owens. People call me Daniel Smith. I am 26 years old and I live in Hollywood. I'm from the countryside in England. That's where I grew up. But I got sick and tired of the gloomy weather, so I came over here to taste something a bit different. The Heaven EP I would describe as a dream, recorded in Iceland.
You know, I've always loved Gus Gus and Bjork and all those people from over there.
Yeah, it was actually produced by Gus Gus. I was in his studio for 3 weeks.
Well, now this is amazing. That's incredible, man. I've always been a huge fan of Gus Gus, so congratulations on that collaboration.
Dude, thanks. I was pretty starstruck myself when I arrived. Mm-hmm. He's a very talented guy.
He is.
He's a crazy man.
His range of styles has really gone the full spectrum from the beginning.
Totally. Yeah, he's like a mad scientist in that room. He's just he's in it.
Wow, that's really exciting. So did any of those tracks make the album?
Well, yeah, I guess we used a lot of the percussion we recorded there on the Lucifer's Eyes, on the version of Lucifer's Eyes that's on the album. But no, the other two tracks were kind of on the peripherals. As I said, like a dream.
Sure. Yeah, well, I mean, I could see that very easily with the kind of atmospheres he helps create.
Yeah.
I know he's brought John Grant some really cool atmospheres on his album. And
yeah, that was one of my favorite albums at the time. That's why I was so starstruck, yeah. I was just listening to the album and just I even read an article in The Guardian, an interview with John Grant about a year before any of it happened, and it was basically about John Grant moving to Iceland and setting up life there as a musician. And I was looking for other places to live, so I was reading this and I was like, whoa, he's done it, I could do that. And then a year later I ended up in Iceland.
Wow.
I even saved the article and I found it in my drawer and I brought it to Biggie.
That's amazing.
Look, I knew this was going to happen a year ago.
We've always been big fans. I remember interviewing John about that album and really was very moved by the fact that, he was able to, work with Biggie on that over there in Reykjavik and just kind of really establish an amazing sound for that album.
Yeah, it's like nothing I've ever heard.
Yeah, and now I'm starting to understand your sound a little better through that. So it's good that we surfaced that. I wasn't even aware. Yeah, that's incredible, man.
It's funny you said Gus Gus. So.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love all of his stuff. So he really creates a great atmosphere for songwriting and everything. We saw John Grant's show over here at the Echo too.
Oh, cool.
All of us were there in the team. Oh, cool. Wow. All right. Well, let's get back here to you have a show coming up. It's going to be at Union Station. You also just had a show at the Roxy. How did that go this past Thursday?
That was my favorite show ever.
Really?
Totally. We supported Paul Banks, I mean. Mm-hmm. Not Banks. We supported Paul Banks, as in the singer of Interpol, who actually, his first album was mixed by Peter Katis, who mixed my album.
Oh, cool.
So we're like Eskimo brothers,
Cool, man.
And then RZA, we're not Eskimo brothers, but he's one of my heroes. Mm-hmm. And they were playing together and we supported them.
Sounds like a great match.
I kept thinking I was dreaming. I kept pinching myself. Even after I'd played, I was like, this is not real.
Well, what an experience for you.
Incredible, man.
That's awesome. Well, we can't wait to see this show come to life again here on August 6th in downtown LA, very close to your studio.
Dude, I'm so stoked. It's like a block away from our studio. We can just walk there.
Yeah. You walk there with all your equipment. That would be amazing. Well, yeah, I mean, that's definitely on our agenda to come check you out there. Any other future plans coming up this summer or in the fall? Yeah,
I'm right now, most of my days are spent in the studio. I'm cooking up some new stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've recently had a crazy surge of creativity again. It's just I'm trying to bottle it while it's fresh.
That's amazing because you have the album out and now you can jump right back into it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not ideal because I was working in a cafe and I had to quit because it wasn't giving me any energy for music. So now I'm kind of really broke and homeless for a bit, but it's okay because it's all going to pay off.
It will all pay off.
It will pay off in the end.
good crowd on the 6th, and we'll be supporting you here.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
Let your audience, let our audience know where you can find music by T.O.L.D.
Oh, the best thing to do is probably Google the order of life and death. That's what I do when I want to see what's going on with my band.
Okay.
We're on Facebook. Just search T.O.L.D. It's probably show up somewhere. And then we're on Twitter as It Is T.O.L.D.
Mm-hmm.
And also Instagram, It Is T.O.L.D. You can call my cell phone on 310. Wait, no.
The album is It's Not About the Witches. It's out now. I've been checking it out a lot on Spotify and other services, but it's good to see it out there.
Yeah.
On I Am Sound, by the way.
Sick label,
sick artist. Thank you for joining us today.
Dude, thank you.
All right, we'll keep an eye on you as we go forward. Again, T.O.L.D. in the studio at Dash Radio on We Found New Music.